Hey there, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create PHP student management system using Claude Code CLI. So at first I'm going to show you how you can install Claude Code CLI, and after that we'll actually implement the project. As it is a PHP project, we need a server for this. For the database we are going to use here MySQL, so XAMPP will provide us these two servers, so we are going to go with XAMPP. So at first you have to install XAMPP in your PC. Go to the browser and search for XAMPP. Here you can see apachefriends.org. If you click here download, it will take you to the download page. From here select your operating system and download the latest version. I already download this and install this in my PC. If you download this and install it in your PC, if you are from Windows, you will find it inside which drive you have actually installed it. Let's see, I have installed it in C drive, so you will find a folder called XAMPP in the C drive. In macOS, it installed inside applications, so here I have the folder, and then htdocs is the folder where we have to actually create the file, our project. So here we are going to create the project, but before creating the project we have to actually install Claude Code CLI. So this is the paid option. If you want to use Claude free AI, there is also limitation, token limitation. So if you want to use Claude AI, you have to actually use web version if you want to use for free. So just go to the Claude Claude.ai. then here you can see you can use this Claude AI for the chat. The problem is you have to actually download all the code from here. It will not generate the whole project separately. By using this process you can only generate the code and then you can download the code. But if you want to use Claude Code CLI command line, and then you just have to actually give a prompt and then the whole project will be done by Claude Code CLI. The process is actually paid. You have to pay for this, at least pro version. It has different version, so you can go with the pro one. It will take $17 to $20. That's it. So I have the pro plan. So if you want to continue with Claude Code CLI, you have to actually buy at least pro version. Go to the terminal. If you are from Windows, you have to actually go for the command prompt, okay, or PowerShell. So you have to press Windows button and then type cmd and then run it as administrator. But in my case I'm using here macOS, so I'm going to install it in other way. And the way is you have to say here sudo super user do if you want to actually install this globally. So you need to get the permission, okay. So super user do is the keyword you have to use, and after that you have to use npm keyword because it's a package installer and we are going to actually install through a package installer. So if you want to use npm, here is one thing, you have to have Node.js in your PC. Make sure you have Node.js in your PC, otherwise you can actually go to the browser and then go for the Node.js, and here is the Node.js org. So click here download, then download the latest version. You can select different operating system here. Basically if you are from Windows, there will be by default there will be Windows selected, okay. Then you just have to download the file, double click on the file and then go for the next, and then you can actually install it. I already installed it in my PC, so I don't have to do this. And now let's go back to the command, that is sudo npm then install, then space -g to install it globally, then space anthropic 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 -ai /claude -code. I forgot to mention here @ so you have to use @ here, okay, before entropy. Now if you hit enter, then it will start installing. I already installed it in my PC. Now I can remove this terminal and I can go back to the XAMPP htdocs folder, because inside htdocs folder you have to create the PHP project. I already have a project here. Now to create a new project, you can actually create a new folder at first, and that folder will be work as a project. As my project name is student management system. So I'm going to say here SMS. Okay, SMS, or I can say here student MS management system, student management system hyphen, then I can say Claude. Now I have to open the terminal. So in Windows, we have to actually go to the directory or folder, whatever you say, I mean your project, and in the address bar, here you will find address bar. Then you have to click here in the address bar, okay, and then you have to say CMD, and if you hit enter, then command prompt will be open here. So you have to actually do this. But in Mac OS, we have to actually first select the directory or folder, then right click on it, and then new terminal at folder. So we can actually open a specific open the terminal in a specific folder. Here is the project student MS Claude. Now here we have to save Claude, because we have already installed it and we have login through our account, right? You have to actually now say here Claude. Now hit enter, then here you can see. Now you just have to select this. Yes, I trust this folder. Hit enter, and here is the Claude interface. You can see. So I already logged in. If you want to switch your account, let's say you logged in. You have two account or maybe multiple accounts. So you can actually switch through all these accounts. How to switch accounts? You have to say / then auth. Press down arrow key. You will find login and logout option. Okay. Now I can click here login, and here you will find the option cloud account with subscription. Okay, so there, as I mentioned, you need to buy at least Pro. So let's continue with one, and here now it will actually give me this option to actually authorize. So I'm going to click here authorize, and now login successfully. You can see. Now I will say enter to continue. So now I can access Claude Code CLI. All right, now we need a prompt. I always mention here in our videos that you should use a professional prompt to generate a professional website. So you can actually generate professional prompt through any chatbot like ChatGPT or any other chatbot. Let's say this time we will go with Gemini. Okay. In our previous video, we have used ChatGPT. Now let's go for the Gemini this time. Go for the Gemini, and let's generate a prompt for our project. Okay, asked for the prompt. Now it will generate a prompt for me. I can see, and now we just have to copy and paste into Claude Code terminal. Okay, so here is the role you can see. So I'm going to actually copy from here, and okay. So this one, so I'm going to actually copy this command plus C, then go back to the Claude Code CLI, and here we are going to paste it. Command plus V. So here you can see we have pasted approximately 24 lines. Now we are going to hit enter, but before that we have to add the server. Okay, so as I mentioned, you have to install XAMPP, right? So you already have XAMPP in our PC. So what you have to do, you have to actually go for the XAMPP control panel. If you are from Windows, you have to press your Windows button from your keyboard, and then you have to type XAMPP control panel. Then you will find XAMPP control panel, and then just click on it and open it. Okay. In macOS, we have this manager -OS X. In Linux, you also find something like this. Here you can see we have MySQL database server, so we are going to start it, and we need one more server that is called Apache. So Apache is for the PHP and MySQL for the database. Here you can see they are running. Now we can actually minimize it, or maybe we can go back to the Claude Code CLI, and here we are going to now hit enter, and then we don't have to do anything. Rest of the work will be done by this AI. It will create the whole project for us. Here you just have to accept some, you have to actually allow something. Here you can see it will actually create directory. It needs some permission. Okay, so you just have to give some permission here, and after that you will generate the whole project for you. So if you find any kind of error also, let's say in your project you want to actually access the project, let's say, and that time you find let's say any kind of mistake, any kind of error. So you have to actually mention here in this chat option, okay, that what kind of error actually you get. Then it will solve all the issues. So I'm going to fast forward the video now, and when the project will be done, I'll back. So guys, here you can see it completed the whole project for us, and here is all the credential you can see and all the steps. So at first we have to import the database at the MySQL root folder. So basically you have to go for the localhost / PHP myadmin, and then we have to actually add the .sql file here. So the .sql file is inside, you can see student ms Claude our project. So let's go inside the project at first, but before that, here you can see one more instruction. Open the browser and actually open localhost, then your project name, then public. Okay, you have to go to the public folder also, and after that you have to log in through this credential admin123. Let's go back to the files, and here we have student ms Claude. Go inside this project. Here we have database underscore schema.sql. So we have to actually add this, but what is the database name? So I'm going to actually open this .sql file, and here we have the database name. You can see student ms. I can actually copy all things from here. So if you're from Windows, then Control plus A. If you're from Mac OS, then Command plus A to select all the things, and then Command plus C to copy this. And now I can actually remove this. I don't need this, and remove this IDE also. Then go back to the browser, and here I'm going to go to the localhost / PHP myadmin. Here I'm going to select this SQL section, standard query language, and here I'm going to paste it. Okay, Command plus V. I have already pasted it. So now click here, go, and here you can see added successfully, right? Everything. I will refresh this page, and here you will find student ms. Here is the database name, and we have all the dummy tables. All the tables with dummy values, right? Now let's say I want to access the project. To access the project, we have to actually go to the localhost, then specific project name, and if you say here only / then you will get here all the project inside htdocs folder. This is our project, right? Student ms - Claude, and you have to go to the public also. So there is a login form. So we have credential for the admin, and I have there's a username admin, then admin123. Now sign in. Okay, let's solve the password error. So here you don't have to do anything, except you just have to mention here that username or password error. Fix this. Now it will solve the issue. So guys, here you can see it solved the issue, and now here I'm going to say admin, then admin123. So this is our dashboard. You can see, then students, then attendance, then grades. Now here we haven't any we have no student here, so let's add student. Let's say Yamin. Roll number, let's say 101, class I say class 12 science, let's say. Then from here you can choose any date. Email, let's say yamin@gmail.com. Phone number, let's say 01. Okay, something like this. Add student added successfully. Now I can actually edit also. Roll number, let's say 102. Save changes. Here we go. I can delete also. Data deleted, right? So it's working perfectly. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video.